You already know this is Paul Drunk Boxing, aka Mr. Moonshine himself. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all already know one of the most anticipated matchup of this year, Manny Pacquiao Errol Spence, August 21st. And once again, when Manny Pacquiao's fighting, people want to question VADA testing. Is Manny Pacquiao gonna get tested? Is everybody in this bout gonna get tested? And y'all already know the allegations with Manny Pacquiao about Floyd Mayweather and the likes of Paulie Malignaggi and things of that nature, you know. When Manny Pacquiao didn't want to get tested when they first wanted to do the fight, blah, blah, blah. We already know the damn story. I think a lot of people has covered that type of stories. So ever since then, every time Manny Pacquiao fights, because of the way that he performs and the way that he performs with his age, for his age, is like, is he tested? VADA, is he tested? Is he tested? People question. Broner alluded that they didn't get tested for VADA really, and Keith Thurman as well. So now people want to question if this is going to be VADA, you know, randomly testing Errol Spence and Manny Pacquiao. Let's level out the playing field here. Errol Spence, unified welterweight champion of the world. He's a monster, right? Errol Spence never enrolled in the clean drug program when the WBC came up with that with the program for the fighters who voluntarily enroll in this program. Errol Spence never enrolled into that program. There were some people that questioned it, but never really questioned it like to the Manny Pacquiao level, right? Now put it this way, because let's level out the playing field, because I think that people just want to talk about VADA testing for Manny Pacquiao, right? Let's level out the playing field. So let's say this: Errol Spence, right? He never enrolled into the drug program. I mean, Keith Thurman was, Sean Porter was, Danny Swift Garcia was, Canelo was, Deontay Wilder was, a bunch of fighter was, but Errol Spence never was enrolled. Now, the first time you heard about Errol Spence being tested by VADA was versus the Mikey Garcia fight. That's the first time that you said they was testing VADA. Now, Blu-ray, a trainer of I think a strength and conditioning trainer that used to train Errol Spence. I don't know if he's training him now. He's been in recent platforms, and he has stated that since he stopped working with Blu-ray, since Blu-ray stopped working with him, that his knockouts stopped, right? Now, you could see it like that, but what about if somebody says, maybe Errol Spence's knockout streak ended when he started getting tested by VADA? I mean, it's a surprise he couldn't knock out a 135-pounder like Mikey Garcia. And then he fought Sean Porter. He couldn't knock him out either. And that's what he was randomly tested, because then he became a WBC champion, right? And then he couldn't knock out Danny Swift Garcia. Where did his power really go? Did it go away when he stopped working with Blu-ray? Or did it go away when he actually started getting tested by VADA? I mean, I'm just saying, if people are gonna speculate, let's level out the playing field. I don't want both of these guys to be, you know, people expect them to be juiced up. You know, I think it's unfair for the fight. I think it's unfair to both men. It's degrading and devaluing their performances. It's devaluing their you know, the credibility. I don't think it's fair. But to level the playing field here, let's be fair, because I mean, yeah, when Manny Pacquiao stated that he didn't want to get tested because he ain't feared the needles, I know people was like, "Call yo." I could understand that. I can understand. But let's be honest, I was thinking about why. Look, Errol Spence, we all know that he walks around 190 plus pounds. He have stated it after the Sean Porter fight that he have walked around in 185, 190 pounds. We all know that Errol Spence is a big guy. It's still actually it's still weird to me that this guy still making 147 pounds. Now people say, yo, if you can make the weight, make the weight. But when he rehydrates, he probably rehydrates right back to the up of 170 to close to 180. He's a big dude. Errol Spence, I say Errol Spence should, in my opinion, he should be already be fighting in 154 or probably in 160. You know, because he's a big guy. How does he come down, you know, and still have his strength? Even he said in a recent interview that he don't even do push-ups, that he don't really work out. That I'm just emphasizing his last interview. He was stating that he sometimes just worked out man hard for the cameras when, you know, there was camp and the cameras just came through, right? But damn, he looked the man ripped. Can somebody, you think somebody will speculate about that? All I'm saying is, as soon as Errol Spence really started getting tested by VADA, that's when his knockout streak ended. That's when people actually started questioning his power. Because now he's a WBC champion. He's a WBC champion. And now you got to enroll into the clean drug program. So there it goes. Both of these guys, it's said that they both are enrolled, but in the past, people have said that Adrian Broner was enrolled. Adrian Broner said nah, and then Keith Thurman, it was nah. And of course, you know that Manny Pacquiao is the A side on this one, and I think that Manny Pacquiao is going to be calling the shots. All I'm saying is, let's not take away from this bout. Let's not take away from these two men. But yet, if I do hear something, and it's going to become overwhelming when somebody want to question Manny Pacquiao, the 8th Division World Champion, one of the greatest that ever lived, and trying to question him, let's look at everything else. Let's look at everything else. You know? Are fighters enhanced in boxing? I think there's fighters that I think in every professional sports, fighters are enhanced. Some fighters don't get caught. Some fighters get caught. Some athletes get caught. Some athletes know, and there's always a science. There's always an evolution of performing enhancing drug, and science needs to evolutionize itself to catch those. All I'm saying, let's stop even talking about it, because I know once we're talking about VADA, it's really directly for Manny Pacquiao. He's 42 years old. How the hell is Manny Pacquiao still performing at a high level like this? He's a freak of nature. There's just certain athletes that are a freak of nature, and you're not going to understand why Manny Pacquiao is Manny Pacquiao. You're not going to understand why LeBron James is a LeBron James. Maybe people need to stop comparing themselves to these athletes and think that they got to be like you. There's some special humans in this world, some special athletes. Some people got way beyond those vertical leaps. Nate Robinson, wow, you know. There's just those athletes. Maybe let's give credit to God's work. How about that? Let's give credit to God's work. You know? Let's praise these athletes that is a freak of nature, that is out of this world. You know, this is why they're highly paid. You know, this is why they're special in their athletic field. Instead of trying to not understand it and try to give them the PED tag. So I don't know, ladies and gentlemen, and what you think. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, come and update the videos. Let me know what you feel. Leave the comment in the bottom. Y'all already know, God first, everything second. Fight plus survive equals true champions. The best investment you can make in your life is having a God in your heart, and gaining a relationship with God Almighty. Y'all already know we're brothers and sisters, sons and daughters of the Most High. I love y'all. God bless, and on to the next.